boy, Loogie.
So the next verb is the verb Gilith. Alright, Gilith is the next verb. Gilith for V category, for example, sigem, it means to win. So sigem Gilith, it means officer wins. Very positive, very nice. For he, she, for example, Berg Gilith, worker works hard. When we talk about they category, about the witch, of course, our favorite hated enemy, it's Plor Gilith, which means witch loses. Very nice. And at the end, all the witches will lose and burn. Very nice. Let's continue with this crusade. So, when I say Gilith Sigem, it means keep going, officer. When I say Gilith Berg, it means don't stop to work. Very similar, but sometimes there is the importance in the phrasing. But when I say Gilith Plor, it means give up witch. Yeah, all the witches should give up, and if they give up and accept Jesus Christ, through him they can be saved, through him they can be redeemed, only through him. Because don't forget, even though if you are righteous or you're feeling that you are righteous, if you do not accept Jesus Christ, the Savior, the Lord, you won't be accepted. You will be destroyed at the end. You will have the same fate as the people who were prolapsing their rectums with statue of Baphomet. Alright, let's continue through the crusade. Now, when I say Sigem, Gilith Sigen, it means the officer cooperates with officer, or just a noun with category of we cooperates with another category of we. Mutual, beneficial, and correct. Now, when I say Sigem Gilith Berg, it means officer protects worker. That's very nice, very positive. Now, when I say Sigem Gilith Plor, it means the officer wins against witch. Sigem Gilith Plor. Beautiful. Let's continue. So when I talk about he, she category, for example, Berg Gilith Sigem, it means the worker honors or honor the officer. Nice. There needs to be a sense of understanding, a sense of mutual beneficial relationship which we need to foster among the people. So there is not a sense of nationalism, but a sense of being and co-being. That's right. We are the same as animals in forests. We need to live as the birds. We, as category we need to warn the he, she, the foam, the deer, etc., etc. when the wolf comes. But we do not just chirp and make sure that the deer is running away. We have claws, we have talons, we have the ability to strike back at the wolf and protect the herb, and that's our duty. Now, when we talk about Berg Gilith Berg, it means, for example, worker prepares worker. When we talk about other nouns with category of he and she, there are things, for example, as paper, books, etc., etc. That's how it works. Yeah, or as sort of work which is necessary. He, she things are usually things which are necessary. Okay, now when we talk about Berg Gilith plor, it means worker won't recognize plor, the witch. In this sense, we unfortunately have to realize one unfortunate truth, that normal people, they are only so potent, so strong against a wolf which says or acts as a wolf. If a wolf dons sheep clothing, sheep wool, and does some mindful things, some hiding, for example, as you know, the destruction of nations, nation states, which don the guise of communism, which pretended to be a protector of workers, at the end usurped them, basically turned them into slaves for almost a century, which was unfortunate, which we are trying to prevent. So that's what it's all about. Now let's talk about plor. Alright, they. So plor Gilith. Plor Gilith sigem. It means the which is stopped by officer. Very beautiful and accurate, because officers, they need to stop those which if they don't stop the witch, they are not officers. And this is another example of language law which is self-evident. If you stop the witch, you are therefore an officer. You should be lauded, you should be praised and given the office, and with it the resources to continue your righteous work. Now let's talk about plorgilich berg. It means they destroy worker. The plorgilich berg, the which destroys worker. It's unfortunate, yeah. Through communism, they sneak about. They have their claws. They poisoned their poisoned maws. They chew through their figures. They chew through the democratic elected individuals. They try it, they poke about, and if there is no organized action against them, they are able to seize control. Last time it was for decades, almost a century. Who knows how many years will their control last if they win in this century with technology which is much more powerful and might allow them to take control for a much longer. It's what it is. So one of the reasons why we must prevail is that they are growing strong. Every decade they are trying to build a new pack of snakes to poison out the well. Anyways, let's continue. Plor. Gilith plor. This is a fortunate and truthful thing, because witch devours witch, even though, as you remember, plor, omerot plor, witch helps witch. It's also that they are bound to fight for the power. They are bound to unravel themselves. So, plor, Gilith, plor. The witch devours another witch. You can see it in the movements nowadays, how the leftists fight amongst themselves for the cultural dominance. Sometimes they cooperate, sometimes they fight, but always they are growing through the darkness of their midst.